Good afternoon. My name is Judy Harris Kluger, and I am Sanctuary for Families Executive Director. Welcome to our second virtual Pillars of Change, Sanctuary's annual volunteer recognition event. As many of you know, Sanctuary for Families is New York's leading service provider and advocate for survivors of domestic violence, sex trafficking, and related forms of gender violence. This past year, Sanctuary provided services to over 7,200 survivors. The majority of this very important work is done by over 200 incredible staff, including gifted counselors, lawyers, shelter workers, case managers, and an economic empower specialists, all of whom continue to go above and beyond to support our clients. Our staff's capacity to do work is enormously expanded by 2,700 volunteers, interns, and pro bono attorneys who generously give their time, resources, and donations each year. As you can well imagine, the past few years have been especially difficult for our clients, who are uniquely vulnerable due to the barriers they already experienced before the pandemic, including domestic violence, poverty, and homelessness. Our volunteers and interns have continued to amaze us by jumping in to assist in whatever ways they can to meet the increased needs of our clients, staff, and the agency overall. This afternoon, we are so very proud to celebrate all of our volunteers. And on behalf of all of us at Sanctuary, congratulations and thanks in particular to the 6 honorees for their exceptional service. Now, please enjoy the following video, which highlights the contributions of our wonderful honorees and volunteerism at Sanctuary over the past year. Thank you all for joining us.
Hi everyone, my name is Kobe and I have been an ATI case management intern since July 2021.
My name is Dante Matero, and thank you so much to Sanctuary for Families for naming me a pillar of change.
Hello, my name is Jennifer Barry and I'm a volunteer at Sanctuary for Families Legal Center, focusing on family law policy issues.
While my passion has always been to focus on gender violence, and volunteering for Sanctuary is definitely a first step in having realistic experience. Through the case managers and the lawyers in ATI, I was amazed by the efforts that they were willing to put themselves in, and I started to believe that I too can make a change no matter how big or small.
I have been working with the queer, Russian-speaking, asylum-seeking population of New York City. I got connected with Sanctuary for Families through that work and volunteered to do a bit of interpreting for them.
What has been particularly rewarding about my involvement with the Roundtable is that it has given me an opportunity to gain insight and inspiration from these amazing family law practitioners who tirelessly seek justice for their clients.
To me, apart from helping survivors financially through grants application, the most rewarding thing has to be that I can be a source of emotional support and validation for survivors. Especially for my Mandarin speaking clients, being someone of a similar culture and my preference to converse casually allows them to feel more comfortable in sharing their struggles.
Since I'm a former corporate lawyer and not a family law practitioner, it has been both informative and at the same time distressing to learn how challenging the legal landscape can be for intimate partner survivors, and how complex and wide-ranging the reasons for those challenges are. For me, this has made the family law policy work more meaningful and more urgent.
One of my favorite memories from when I was working with Fernanda. Fernanda does not speak any Russian. The client spoke only Russian, gay man from Central Asia. One time when I was out of town, Fernanda invited him to coffee. That's the kind of care that Sanctuary for Families attorneys have for their clients. I think it's not just work. It's personal.
The work is rewarding and everyone is really supportive, which is why I continue volunteering my time doing case management and translation work.
I am honored to receive this recognition from Sanctuary and appreciate being considered a Pillars of Change honoree. But I'm most grateful for the opportunity to contribute to the work that Sanctuary does, shining a light on gender violence issues, prioritizing the safety and well-being of survivors and their respectful treatment, and pursuing equal access to justice. Thank you, Sanctuary.
Hello, everyone. My name is Emily Lebu, the Director of Corporate and Volunteer Relations at Sanctuary. A huge congratulations to our amazing honorees. And on behalf of all of us at Sanctuary for Families, thanks to all of you for joining us. It is my pleasure to present our first award to Ashley Gale Harris. Ash is the founder and executive director of Wide Rainbow, a contemporary arts after-school program. Wide Rainbow connects artists of all disciplines from all over the world with neighborhoods with limited or no access to arts education. When COVID-19 forced the shutdown of all of the schools and sites where Wide Rainbow was providing programming, Ash knew she needed to continue to provide in some way to those communities whose lives she had meaningfully touched. Like so many, she creatively innovated new ways to support the children and families that went far outside of Wide Rainbow's mission. Ash reached out to Sanctuary for Families in the spring of 2020 and has provided steadfast support ever since. With all of the challenges that the pandemic brought to small nonprofits, it would have been incredible if Ash only was able to find a way to get Wide Rainbow's art education's lessons online. An amazing feat all in its own. Instead, she did this and so much more. Over the past years, she has donated countless hours and items to those in NYC, Long Island, Los Angeles, and Detroit. All of Sanctuary's 5 shelters receive a weekly delivery of snack packs, which include a yogurt, a healthy piece of fresh fruit, and homemade granola bar. Another example of Ash's ingenuity was in partnership with architects Melissa and Amanda Shin. This collaborative team designed, built, and donated multiple movable libraries, which you just saw in the pictures in our slideshow, filled with books curated by librarian and arts educator Asma Walton from the Black Art Library. Sanctuary was lucky to receive 2 of these libraries, which our families are so enjoying. Wide Rainbow has been a bright light during some of the darkest times for gender violence survivors. Thank you so much, Ash, for everything you've done for all of our families, and congratulations.
Thank you. And thank you for this. Thank you all for this wonderful award. It's an honor to receive this acknowledgement from such an extraordinary group of committed and truly devout team members. Not to mention the opportunity to just collaborate and get really creative, certainly over the past few years and beyond. But it's been a pleasure to work over the past years, and just thank you for this kind recognition. I look forward to more good work, more art, and more fun, more joy. Much love. Thank you.
All right, we've reached our first raffle in our programming today. We've put everyone's name in a randomizer, so best of luck to all of you. The first raffle is going to be a $25 Starbucks gift card, and the winner of that raffle is Rosa Ortiz. So we will email you the gift card after the event. Congratulations.
I am the anti-trafficking supervising social worker, and it's my pleasure to present this award to our case management intern, Kobe. Kobe began volunteering with the Anti-Trafficking Initiative last summer, and immediately he jumped right into helping our clients enroll in grants and access financial assistance. He collaborated with our ATI attorneys on crucial legal filings by providing culturally sensitive interpretation for our clients. He escorted clients to the food pantry and boutique when we were able to do so. And he has developed a culturally sensitive and trauma-informed approach to his case management assistance for our clients. And although he hasn't started the clinical part of his internship yet, his clinical skills are already evident in the way that he has developed trust with his clients and in how they have progressed through their case management treatment plans. As if that wasn't enough, he is also completing his master's degree in forensic mental health and counseling from John Jay College. His educational training and experience and expertise has shined in the way that he approaches each case with careful consideration and dedication. Kobe has been instrumental in ATI, and he is truly deserving of this award. We are so happy and grateful to have Kobe as our ATI case management intern this past year. He plays a key role in serving our clients. Through his advocacy, we have been able to provide clients with food, clothing, rent assistance, baby items, counseling and employment referrals, and so much more. Kobe, it is a pleasure to work with you and to witness your growth, and it's a privilege to nominate you for this award, and I am honored to present you with this award this year.
Thank you, Century, for this award. It feels very surreal at the same time. I remember being on campus when I received the call from Letitia telling me that I was nominated. I was actually lost for words, thinking, what have I done to deserve this recognition when everyone around me contributed way more than I ever did? After all, it is because of being in a team like ATI where everyone is digging deep to find a way to contribute a little bit more. It makes me feel like maybe I can do it too. Even during moments when we have doubts about whether have we done enough, we have a space where there is room for comfort, validation, and also an open space to voice our concerns. While being a volunteer means that you intend to be of service to others, it takes the right people to create the right environment, which gives one the courage to keep moving forward, knowing that, in times of loss, you have a safe place to come back to and seek guidance from. So my deepest gratitude to everyone in ATI. This one goes to you all.
Hello, my name is Lisa Vara. I am the director of the Matrimonial and Economic Justice Project. I was connected to Diane Steiner in April 2019. I remember that day well. I was in court and I received a message that there was a very experienced matrimonial attorney waiting to meet me back at the office. And I was curious, who could this be? Well, I arrived back at the office and our legal director, Dortmund Leitholt, introduced me to Diane, who had met our executive director, Judy Harris Kluger, at a bris a short time before that. And they had spoken, and Diane had shared that she had 30 years of matrimonial experience and would love to volunteer with us. Diane and I hit it off immediately. And Diane even asked me that very day, that very minute, if she could stay for the rest of the day and begin volunteering immediately. And now We introduced Diane to the rest of the matrimonial team, and here we are 3 years later.
Diane has used her decades of experience to help the matrimonial team with complex cases and particularly helped us so much during the height of the pandemic. Diane volunteered to jump on Legal Helpline immediately and took many shifts, providing counsel and advice to callers not knowing what is happening during the pandemic, and provided them solace and advice. She has remained helpful, including getting rid of an entire backlog of cases that had piled up because of the pandemic, providing counsel and advice. And she has been invaluable in many of our moneyed cases with her decades of experience.
In early 2021, Diane approached me and told me that her granddaughter, Emma Brown, had just graduated from law school and was imminently going to be sitting for the New York State bar exam, and was looking for volunteer opportunities following taking the bar exam while awaiting admission to the bar. And Diane asked me if it would be a possibility for Emma to join us as well as a volunteer, and I said, of course. So we were very fortunate to have Emma with us for a 10-month period after she sat for the bar exam until she obtained a full-time position.
During those 10 months, Emma was an essential member of the matrimonial team. She assisted us in drafting legal memoranda, including doing all of the legal research for it, gathering evidence, interviewing witnesses, preparing court documents, and organizing the amount of evidence we had in many of our complex cases. Once she was admitted to the bar, she also assisted her grandmother, Diane, in offering counsel and advice to many of our helpline callers.
So we are immensely grateful for this dynamic grandmother-granddaughter duo and for all of their incredible contributions to the Matrimonial Economic Justice Project and to Sanctuary. Both Diane and Emma are absolutely delightful, both in and out of the office. They are a pleasure to spend time with and to speak with, and one could truly spend hours conversing with these very amazing and inspiring women. Congratulations to you both, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all of your contributions.
Thank you, Sanctuary, for everything that you've done for me and for Emma. To everyone that's attending, excuse me, this is not my normal voice. I have laryngitis, so I hope that you can understand me. I'm feeling okay, but I sound worse than I am. So I was allocated a minute and a half to deliver this speech about the dream of a lifetime. So here goes. This is such a special day for me for so many reasons, not because it's been an honor and a privilege to work alongside such talented and brilliant and compassionate lawyers, but because it has been Emma's and my dream and my most magical wish since she was just a little girl, maybe 6 or 7, to be a lawyer just like me. So during those formative years in her life, she would often spend weekends with me in the city, and I would take her to my office where we would play lawyer-client. Sometimes I was a lawyer, sometimes she was the lawyer. She would sit at my desk with a legal pad and write and pretend it was me. So you can imagine how I felt when Sanctuary offered her the opportunity to volunteer in the matrimonial department. It has been so exciting to work with her, mentor her, and watch her grow as a lawyer. She also handled her own cases. So thank you, Sanctuary, and everybody on the team for making the dreams of so many come true.
Hi, everyone. Like my grandmother said, I've always wanted to follow in her footsteps and make a difference in people's lives like she did. So Sanctuary for Families honoring me for an award alongside her is a dream come true. I want to thank Lisa for giving me the opportunity to work with her and her amazing team. She taught me so much about the practice of law. I also want to thank all the staff attorneys I've worked with, Ruhama, Lauren, Frank, Jason, and many others, for involving me in their cases, giving me the confidence to do the work, and taking the time to give me valuable feedback. I started working as an associate at Berkman, Bacher, Newman and Shine, a boutique family law firm with over 20 lawyers this past January. And my work at Sanctuary prepared me for this job in so many ways. I had client contact, wrote affidavits, drafted statements of net worth, wrote research, memos, and so much more. So thank you all for nominating me and my grandmother for this award. I'm so honored.
That brings us to our second raffle of today's event, a $25 gift card to Total Wine. And the winner of this gift card is Elizabeth Hart. Congratulations, Elizabeth.
Good afternoon, beautiful people. My name is Fernanda Genesova Bertolacini. I'm a staff attorney with the Immigration Intervention Project at Sanctuary. And I proudly serve the Manhattan Family Justice Center on behalf of Sanctuary, which is where I am right now. I started in Sanctuary myself as a volunteer back in 2019, and I quickly became aware of how essential for both Sanctuary's staff and our clients' lives to have access to like trauma-informed, culturally humble, bilingual humans. And that's the context in which I met Dante Matero last year in 2001. Before we met, Dante had already a history of being a dedicated, passionate translator for our Russian-speaking asylum clients. And he had worked very closely with Deirdre Stradone, our IP co-deputy director. And for those who don't know, Deirdre is informally known to us as our asylum queen. It was in the middle of 2021. Deirdre was supervising me with a Russian-speaking LGBTQ asylum client, and the client was severely traumatized. And she mentioned she had the perfect human to be a dedicated translator. And I must confess, I thought she was exaggerating. I really did. So Dante is kind of a mythical entity for 4 reasons. Like, one, he's brilliant. He's finishing his MA at Columbia Harriman Institute, which means he can actually explain to you Russian literature. So to all those mortals, Dante is brilliant. Second, Dante is a fierce LGBTQ advocate. He's the backbone of Rus LGBTQ, which is a network for Russian-speaking immigrants, and it's so connected with my passion for work. 3, Dante is the son of a published poet and a fantastic artist himself. Like, he's a writer. I highly recommend you Googling his name. Curates his modern work on social media. Sensitive, sensible soul. 4, is extremely kind, gentle, empathetic soul that understands the nooks and crannies of the legal requirements for asylum seekers. I guess has an so deep understand of the legal requirements and concepts. I mean, he's graceful, he's kind, he's professional. It comes to no surprise that Dante has a fan club at IIP. So with no further delay, I would like to present you the fabulous Dante Matero for the 2021 Pillar of Change honoree.
Well, thank you so much, Fernanda. That was overwhelming. And you can all probably see exactly why I love working and volunteering with Sanctuary, because I have truly made 2 amazing friends here, Deirdre and Fernanda. I have learned so much from both of you. As I think you all saw in that video, one of my favorite memories is, I mean, I wasn't there, but I just imagining it was Fernanda and our Russian speaking client just sitting at coffee, eating cake, and probably just, miming things to each other because they couldn't understand a lot of it, I would assume. That's the kind of care that these lawyers have for their clients. And I am so grateful to be a part of this journey. It's a really hard time for Russian speakers right now. As you can imagine, we have a lot of new people coming into the US from Ukraine, from Russia, from Central Asia even, and we need all of the support that we can. I am going to put a link in the chat for everyone to the Brighton Beach annual Pride Parade. It's going to be, I think, our 6th or 7th one now. And it will be on the 30th of May. Or sorry, did I get that right? Yes, May 30th at 12 p.m. on the Brighton Beach Boardwalk. It's still one of the few Pride parades left in New York where you can, look to the side and see some mean glances and get some homophobic comments from the crowd. So it's a bit of a throwback, I guess. So thank you all so much once again. Please support our community, and thank you, Sanctuary.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am so thrilled to be here. It's so heartwarming to hear about all of these amazing volunteers, and I'm here to present about another one of them, Jennifer Berry. My name is Jennifer Friedman. I am the director of our family law practices in 2 of our offices at the Manhattan and Bronx Family Justice Centers. One of the things that folks may or may not be as aware that we do is that at Sanctuary, not only do we create change in our clients' lives by helping them directly with legal and other services, but we seek to create systems change. And this is policy work that we spend an extraordinarily amount of time and energy dedicated to. And about a year ago, we embarked on a rather ambitious project to wrap our heads around some trends that we were seeing in the treatment of our client in the family law systems that they encounter in the New York State court system, both in family court and Supreme Court. And to do that, we convened a roundtable of experts in family law to do a deep dive, researching, discussing, analyzing, and ultimately drafting a report. So this may not sound like fun work because it's a little bit nitty gritty, but amazingly, Dorchen Leithold, our legal director, introduced me to Jennifer Berry, who took on essentially being my partner in crime in this very ambitious project. Jennifer dove right in. As she said in that introductory video, she actually did not have knowledge of family law at the time. Now I think that she is an honorary member of our family law team. Jennifer has been essentially working collaboratively with me. We held 10 2-hour deep dive roundtable sessions with these experts, and she helped me coordinate, plan, present all of the information at these roundtable discussions, and then drafted the report, which is going to come out that describes the challenges our clients are experiencing with misogyny, with poor treatment by the court system, with some legal problems with the way our laws are treating victims in the family courts. I could go on and on. We are putting together a conference, a large scale 2-day full conference for the fall that's going to be bringing more collaboratively people together to address these systemic problems so that we can hopefully help large numbers of survivors and improve the way the systems respond to our clients. So Jennifer, I could not have dreamed of a better partner in crime. We probably spend many hours together every week planning, organizing, and executing that roundtable and the conference. So I am so grateful that you came into our lives at Sanctuary, and so pleased to present you with this award today.
Thank you, Jennifer, for those kind words, and Sanctuary for Families for this wonderful honor. It has been meaningful and rewarding to work on Sanctuary's family law policy initiatives. As you heard from Jennifer, the policy work has not only focused on building awareness of the systemic issues in the family law system, but also in seeking ways in which reform can support more just outcomes and treatment of intimate partner violence survivors. I've had the invaluable opportunity to collaborate with family law practitioners whose clients have unfortunately had negative experiences during their court process, whether it be, for example, because of biased treatment or insufficient court resources. The upcoming family law conference that Jennifer referenced will have experts from the broader community dig deeper into those issues in order to develop solutions. As a volunteer and advocate, I'm excited to be a small part of this incredible effort. Thank you, Sanctuary, for highlighting this work and the significant work of the other volunteers. Thank you also to our terrific interns and fellows that are on our Family Law Conference team. It is amazing to be thought of as a pillar of change by supporting Sanctuary's mission through these advocacy initiatives. I appreciate this recognition. Thank you.
For our last raffle giveaway, this is a $25 gift card to Insomnia Cookies. And that raffle winner is Gabriella Robles. Congratulations, Gabriella. Hello, everyone. My name is Hope Ortego. I am the manager of volunteer relations. And as we come to the end of another wonderful Pillars of Change event, I want to congratulate our 6 amazing honorees once again. I would also love to thank our wonderful dedicated volunteers who so freely give of their time and talents to help make an impact every single day. Our volunteers have been innovative, flexible, and committed over the last 2 years. We are so hopeful that in the near future, we will be able to meet in person once again. We believe brighter days are ahead. Until then, we appreciate everyone for adapting to our virtual volunteer opportunities and events, and we look forward to seeing you all in person very soon. Thank you for attending today's Pillars of Change event. We hope you have a fantastic week ahead.